And welcome, everybody, to the MMA Report here live high above Madison Square Garden. My name is Gunz. You can always follow me on Twitter at The Gunz Show, of course, Instagram as well. And if you check out my Instagram, you will see photos of various MMA and UFC fighters, including the man to my left, Max Holloway, who is the current Featherweight champion. Let's go. What's up, my man? How are you?
What's up, my man? The Gunz Show. We're back in town, baby.
Absolutely. Listen, man, congratulations, because, it was only about 5-6 months ago we had you in this very same spot, and we wanted you to win, and you didn't let us down, or yourself down, I should say. Actually, more importantly, yourself, because you had a lot going for yourself.
I had a lot going on with that last time, and off stage you said a cool little thing about how some of the fighters came through and they're all winning. So I know Stylebender came through. You said Amanda Nunes came through.
Yeah.
Henry came through and he won, so let's keep this going, and with Amanda Nunes, she made history that night. So
champ.
She's a champ. So maybe this is what you got to go to become a champ, I guess.
Like I said, this is the gauntlet. You got to go through Gunz. You got to go through the Gunz Show first, and then it'll all work out. But listen, man, yes, congratulations on that. Nunes, obviously champ, and that's what we're going for, because we got a big fight, UFC 236, down in Atlanta, Georgia. That's April 13th. You're going to be fighting someone that, in complete honesty and full disclosure, I like him. I think he's a solid fighter. I think that he's shown it for himself. Dustin Poirier. This is going to be, and you know it as well, and he'll admit to it, this is going to be a fight. This is going to be a great fight.
Yeah, for sure. This is just like the Brian fight. Everybody keeps saying this is going to be a great fight. It's going to be a good fight. But when it's all said and done, I want you guys to be like, what just happened? What did I just see?
Okay.
Last time I was on the show, I told you, I wanted you guys to watch this fight and be like, who is this guy? Or what is this guy? Is this guy from Earth? That's what I want to do. I want to be the pound for pound best. And, like I said before, my relationship with the UFC is super easy, super easy. I asked them for the hardest fight. They send contracts. We send it back. It's the whole backstory of how this fight came to stuff was super crazy. And I'm just grateful to have the opportunity.
Now, you went through a hell of a 2018, even the end of 2017. You've talked about it many times, but it wasn't easy. I mean, I know easy, personally it was very difficult as well. When you fought and you beat Ortega, that was for others, but also it was for yourself. You know what I mean? You need to prove something for yourself, or at least you wanted that win. Obviously, you won every victory. Is there anything different going into this one now that you did win against Ortega?
Every fight is a new fight. Every fight is a new fight. Too much people nowadays, they think they get a little success and they start bathing in the success and smelling the roses, and then they trip and they fall down and your rose is dead. I don't want that to happen to me. So it's all from ground zero. I'm 0-0 every fight. This is nothing new. We're taking him we're taking Dustin like he's the champion of the world, like he's the best guy, and he's the one that I gotta get through to show everyone that I'm the number one pound for pound best fighter in the world.
Tell me about what was great about your defeat over Ortega. It was precision, man. You did it. It was precision. You know what I mean? And boom. And it was fun to watch and exciting. And the crowd went wild for you because you're a good guy. You're one of the better people, especially in MMA and the UFC by far. And what was it like when you finally got that victory? Was it just tell me? Was it elation? What was it?
It was amazing. It was amazing, and then it was a great fight, a great win.
You brought your son in.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was a great, like everybody say, how you said it was a great win for me, but that year was a tough year for me, and my son, my mom was there, and my team was there for me a lot. Even the fans was there, so to just have them in there and then have the fans screaming, we was having people yell 10th Island up there, and that was amazing. So it was just great to just get that one, to get a win after that year, how I talked about depression and what was going on and everything. And I could finally give back, and breathe and be like, look, I went through this year for you guys, and I got to see Mini Bless, that guy always stealing my light, he's going to be there. He's going to be there fight night, April 13th. So, I don't think so. He's going to be allowed around some of the cameras, but, I'm just joking. That guy, right? I love that. I love that little man. So, that was for him. He helped me go through a lot last year. Him and my mom and my team, like I said. So it was amazing.
What do you have to do? What does Max Holloway have to do to defeat Dustin Poirier on April 13th?
You know, the amazing thing is that you guys get to do this thing. It's called download ESPN Plus. You gotta buy the ESPN Plus pay-per-view. You guys get to watch live.
Gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
you guys get to watch live. It's gonna be amazing. You know, we got some new tricks up our sleeves, and you know, it's I get to have 10 more pounds. You know, I get to, you know, everybody keep talking about the weight cut. The weight cut at 45 wasn't that bad, but you know, I can feel the difference at this weight training. I can feel the difference. I feel great. I feel good, and I just can't wait. It's going to be something amazing.
It's funny you brought up the weight cut because, you know, we do this every time not every time, but depending on who the fighters are. When TJ went down to flyweight against Henry, he looked awful. I'll say it. You don't have to say. TJ looked depleted. He looked gross. You know what I mean? Like he just went down. He didn't look it. When you are doing that, but at least luckily for you now, you're going back up in weight, or you know, to what you want to be. But do you feel stronger? Does it have that much more of an effect on you? Do you think?
For sure. You know, I think so. More weight means more power. You know, anything, you put any pounds of pressure behind something, you know, and you put more weight above it, you're going to be able to punch and move faster, move better. My training camp, I was able to eat more, you know, eat a little bit more, not too much, but eat a little bit more and move and stuff. So it's great. There comes, you know, it's kind of wishy-washy, you know, but I know come April 13th is going to be something amazing, so I can't wait.
As far as diet goes that week, what are you going to be? We had, you didn't have them, but he brought me lovely cupcakes Baked by Melissa. Hopefully they'll become a future sponsor of us for that shout out. But as far as it goes that week, is it just you're still monitoring, even though you're heavier in weight, you're still monitoring everything that you're eating and everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, it's I guess so. The perfect way to say it is like, you know, if you're a Lamborghini, you've been racing and putting, you know, jet fuel in your Lamborghini or whatever, that's cool. You know, you're not gonna all of a sudden be like, I'm just gonna let me go put some 87 in this bad boy. Like, no way. You know, no, don't do it. You're gonna screw it up. You know, so you still gotta be smart, and the extra weight is just more to eat. You know, as is all it is. But I get to eat more healthy stuff. You know, you can't be destroying your body before the biggest fight of my life.
Speaking of weight, I see myself more and more on camera these days, and I've got a couple chins, and I'm not happy about it. Do I have to watch my diet or go to the gym more? Because I'm not doing either. And don't say go to the gym more, because
it's a diet. It's a diet.
I like that one. That's
good. It's a diet, but no, everybody keeps telling me, everybody keeps saying, like, I've been going to the gym, I'm not getting abs. I'm like, abs are made in the kitchen, not at the gym. Did you not ever hear that saying? So, yeah, it's definitely a diet. I mean, get around, walk, like, you don't need to go to the gym, but at least walk around for 30. Go play Pokemon Go or something.
Gotcha. All right, perfect. Big fan of that. Absolutely. Hey, you have to be comfortable with yourself, right? That's what, yeah. You know, I can look at myself and be like, you know, Gunz, you got to, especially we're a couple months away from the summertime, you know what I mean? I'm with the UFC fighters. You guys are all cut and looking good, and then here I am. So
I don't know what kind of gun. You trying to be a real gun or a Nerf gun or a water gun? I don't know.
A pistol, right? A water pistol. We're speaking here with Max Holloway. You can always follow him. Blessed MMA is all the socials, right? Yes, on Twitter and everything. And listen, it's going to be a great fight, UFC 236. Not only do you have Holloway versus Poirier 2, although I understand why it's 2, but let's be honest, you are a completely different fighter than the first time you fought each other.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're both completely different fighters. We both was kids. And everybody asks me, you know, what is that main thing you can take away from the first fight? You know, and the only main thing I took away from that first fight was I didn't faint, you know, in the octagon. Like, I remember Bruce Buffer is announcing my name. I was getting weak in the knees. I was like, man, don't faint, really? Max. You're on national TV right now. If you faint, that'd be terrible, you know? So, yeah, that's the only thing I could take away. I just remember walking to the light, you seeing it. You got to arrive to arena like 2 hours early. So we was the main event on the FX right before the big. I think Carlos Conde and Nick Diaz was headlining. So it was a big card. So when you come in 2 hours early, I'm looking at the screen. There's a screen in our room that you can watch the fights and stuff. So I'm looking at the screen. We just get there warming up, and it's empty. It's like empty. It was at Vegas, you know. And I'm like, okay, it's empty, not bad. You know, I was getting in my zone training. And I go to walk out, the damn thing is full to the gills. People
like, what's all
screaming.
that, where's that noise coming from? You're like, is that here?
Yeah,
like,
lights went on. You know, the boy went from 0 to 200 miles per hour. Bruce Buffer said was announcing me. I was like weak in the knees. Like that's all I took away from that fight. So that fight was so long time ago, and I just can't wait. You know, I can't wait. You know, a true champion is never ever. They don't ever look at a champion and be like, oh, how long did he defend to call him a great champion? A true champion, a great champion comes back from, you know, hitting rock bottom and bouncing back up. You
Absolutely.
know, and we both you know, saw on the bottom in the sports, and now we're back at the highest peak, and you know, we're fighting for gold. So I can't wait.
And what's great about your story is the fact that, you know, I think, especially now more than ever, it's important for people to be able to talk and express themselves and what people are going through. And it also shows that, you know, you can be in front of the glitz and the glam and have all the, you know, the spotlight, everything's going well. You're a title holder in the UFC. Great. Life's always great. Well, it's not always great, and it's okay for it not to always be great. But it also shows that mental strength that, like you said, you were, whether it was physically or mentally or all of it, emotionally, you were at a low point. But listen, you build yourself back up. That's life.
Yeah, that's what life is all about. You know, I'm human, just like you. You know, just like everybody else. You know, that's the main thing. I try to tell them, like, we're still human. You know, and I'm like, yeah, but you got money, you got this, and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but like some of the unhappiest people in the world is people with the richest people in the world too. You know, you hear that sayings all the time, like, oh, some of my friends is like millionaires or whatever, and they're unhappy. I'm like, what? Like, I didn't think it was true too, because when I was in people's shoes, and now we get here, I'm like, man, this is their life. You know, you still got to deal with life. So it's not how you start the race, guys. It's how you finish. So, you know, always finish strong. You know, keep it. That's all it is. It's a lot of mental. This life is a lot of mental, especially now with
Ain't that the truth?
With social media and stuff.
God,
it's
help
so
us,
crazy.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's be mentally strong. You know, put the phone down. Go play
Enjoy
Pokemon
life.
Go, do something. Go play with your friends. You know, I remember growing up. You know, the funniest times with me was we didn't have cell phones, nothing. I had to ride my bike to my friend's house and scream until his mom or somebody came out and said he can't play or he could play, and that was a great time. You know, you get off. You know, you got to There's a lot of detox. A lot of people talk about detoxing their body. You know, and I know some people need to detox from some social media period sometimes.
Right,
you know, it's helpful for the mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I learned not to say if when I'm interviewing, speaking with, not even interviewing. We're having a conversation. I don't really interview when I'm on the MMA Report. You know what I mean? We have a conversation. But when Max Holloway wins against Dustin Poirier on April 13th, you've had to answer this, but you haven't answered it with us. What comes next? You've got some people that want you. There's some fighters out there that want to face you. Some you know, you've risen back up. You deserve all these big fights and more. What do you think happens next?
We see what happens. You know, after this title, Dana White said the winner gets Khabib. Okay. You know, Khabib talking about it coming back in September. So we see what happens. You know, first things first is Dustin. And then I got to sit down with the UFC, you know. If they want me to go back down, we'll go back down. If it's Khabib in September, it's Khabib in September. And whoever really, you know, like I said, my relationship with them is so easy. I tell them, give me the hardest fight. Whoever you guys think is the hardest fight, send the contract. Just make sure my name's on it. I'm gonna sign it and send it back.
There it is. You've risen to all the challenges, all the occasions for sure. Speaking of Khabib, obviously Conor is Conor. I wanted him to fight Cerrone. I thought that'd be a great fight against Cowboy. Then God knows what Conor's doing these days. But do you have any thoughts on Conor or anything going on there? Do you want him to? Do you want him to be back in the octagon?
We see. You know, I hope that guy can figure out what he want to do in life and whatever. You know, kudos to him. You know, he did a lot for the sport and this and that, and whatever he figure out. You know, like I got no ill will towards anybody in fighting. You know, the way you make your money, the way you do you is you do you. You know, I just hope the best for the guy, for the mental health, and hopefully, you know, he carries on with life.
Like that answer. Good job. You're like, I don't care. Yeah. Listen, you got your own fight, April 13th. It's going to be great. You've also got a stacked card. You got my boy, Stylebender, Israel Adesanya. Yeah. Boom. Let's go, baby. Facing Kelvin. That's going to be two different styles, of course, but that's going to still be a fight. I mean, and you got 2 belts on the line. Let's go, baby. Yeah, right? Let's go. That's going to be a fun one. Any thoughts on that fight?
I'm excited. Like how you say, it's 2 different styles, but... Yeah. at the end of the day, Kelvin don't really wrestle. He likes striking. His last couple fights, he's been knocking people
has
out,
been,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, hasn't been knocking people out, so. But Stylebender is a different type of dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a different type
His
of dude.
legs are so long,
yeah.
too, to be able to even get him down.
Yeah,
but,
so
yeah.
we see what happens, man. I'm excited for that fight. I want to see, you know, and even like how you said, Stylebender's takedown defense been coming around a lot, so I can't wait, man. That's an exciting fight for sure. So we see what happens.
Listen, follow him on all the socials. He's one of the better people in the sport for sure. It's Blessed MMA. So we speak here with Max Holloway, April 13th, ESPN Plus app, which is crushing it these days, and a lot of fun, whether you order out at home or whether you're out at the bar with your friends. Listen, it's always great. And the women are starting to love it more and more. I have female friends that will come on out. It's a great thing to do because why not? They love it. I love it. We all love it. And it's going to be a lot of fun, my man. So listen, appreciate the friendship. Appreciate you coming through. And good luck April 13th, man. And celebrate. Let's celebrate next time you're in New York, right?
Yeah, I don't know about celebrating. You just told me you want to lose weight, so thank you for having me, though.
My man, it's Max Holloway here on the MMA Report with Gunz.